Peace to the fam. We back. The Black Ball Sports Podcast live Friday, October the 31st. Happy Halloween to all the good folks out there. Sam, man, how you doing?
Chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Enjoying this Friday, man. About to take my daughter out trick or treat a little later on, but until then,
yeah,
ain't here doing my thing, bro. How you doing?
Good, man. Definitely, man. It's a little chilly today, but
yeah.
We'll have fun out there today, and it's for the kids and whatnot.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But let's jump into it, man. We got a couple things to talk about. With football today. Y'all, who the hell y'all play last week? I'm drawing a blank.
Monday night.
AC, that's right. Yeah, Monday Night Football, man.
Yeah.
It was a close game at the beginning. Y'all came out with a lot of energy. You got the turnovers, and one thing I was talking about, I'm like, I don't think I can get pressure. I was getting pressure by no-name dudes. I'm like, all right, this is kind of the formula to beat these guys. Next thing you know, you guys just didn't capitalize, off of, I think 2 turnovers you guys had.
Yep.
2 costly turnovers, nothing happens. You only scored 7 points. Give us your recap. I know it's over. What's probably out of your system, but we ain't been on here since. So give us your recap.
Right. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, man, kind of just to extend on what you're saying, man. We had the formula was there. You know what I mean? You go into that game, and we talked about it on Monday, what we would have to do to win that game, get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. First half, check. We did that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Forced turnovers. We did that. You know what I mean? Offensively, we were moving the ball, but we just wasn't scoring, and it was frustrating. And I don't want to put blame on Marcus Mariota because he had a hell of a game. You know what I mean? I think he only had 6 incomplete passes. You know what I mean? He had 2 interceptions, and that looks bad on the stat sheet. But when you look at the interceptions, he threw one directly into Debo's hands in the red zone. The way it was blocked up, it could have possibly been a score. That's a turnover that really hurts because that puts us up 7-0, and we get momentum. Our defense obviously was ready to go out there and fly and kind of show what I was challenging them to show. Like, all right, let's have some fucking nuts and show some manhood, and damn who we playing. Let's go out there and play like our culture says we play. And they did exactly that. I could only ask the defense to do so much, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you would have told me at the end of the first quarter we would have 2 turnovers, you know what I mean, dominate time of possession offensively, and the score was 0-0, we're in trouble. If you tell me at the end of the second half, but we have the score is 7-7, but we have 4 possessions, and we're within the 40-yard line, their 40-yard line on those 4 possessions, we only have 7 points. You think this defense is going to be able to hold Patrick Mahomes to just 7 points the entire game? Like, you can't ask them to do all that. You know what I mean? They're not a great defense, and they went out there and they played their ass off for what it's worth. Got to play 4 halves of football no matter what the offense is doing, but that's where we're at in this season. You know what I mean? So 28-7, it looks terrible on the stat sheet, but we were way closer on that game than I think the score would indicate. I think that you look at that first half, and we should have easily been up 21-7 or 17-7. We should have had a nice little cushion on them. Would that win us the game? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because we were playing Patrick Mahomes, and the plays that they did play big on, it was just great fucking football. You know what I mean? In the second half, we didn't get the same kind of pressure that we got in the first half. So we got to sit in the pocket and kind of scan the pocket a little more. We rushed him to the sides that he was strong at. You know what I mean? You got Travis Kelce blocking. You miss one, you're undisciplined for a half a second thinking that you can go get Patrick Mahomes, and they make you pay for it. This is why the dude's the MVP of the league. This is why they're the AFC champions the last 4 goddamn years, because they're that good, you know what I mean? And they're hitting their stride. So couldn't ask. I think that they played the KC ball, and we should have been in that game way closer than what the score indicated, possibly even won a game. We were there, but that is the microcosm of our season. I mean, all the games with the exception of 2 games, even the Dallas game for a certain degree, like we were in these games, and then for whatever reason we can't finish, and good teams finish. And I can't, based on our record and based on what we're doing right now, I can't say we're a good team. Good teams stay healthy. This is why they can win the Super Bowl. Good teams figure out ways to win the games that we've been losing, and we're not doing it, man. And it's disappointing, but it is what it is right now.
Yeah, and that's what I think. Kansas City, the way they closed that game out remind me of how we used to close the games out, meaning the Eagles last year. Gritty, pounding a rock. You know what I mean? It probably took about like 6 minutes off the clock at the end there. To prevent y'all from coming back in the game. Just, short runs, short passes. It wasn't pretty. They just found a way to get it done, and win that game. So, I figured y'all would come out with the type of intensity, but it's something that got to be sustained throughout. You know what I mean? And the offense, it wasn't complimentary football. The defense did what it was supposed to do for the most part in the beginning. The offense got to put points up. You got to score points. And I thought Dan Quinn kind of shot you guys in the foot a little bit too. Take the field goals if you can. I know you ain't got, I was down the kicker, but try to get some field goals, try to get some momentum. You can't always go for it on fourth down. The reason y'all got a lot of fourth downs last year is because of Jayden, in my opinion. Whether him making the right read or him scrambling out at the last moment. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get it was that type of game, but 4th and 6, that's wild. You know what I mean? Punt the ball, pay field position. Your defense is playing good. Pin them back all the way, by the 5 or 10 yard line because you got a good punter and try to force him into a mistake because he was making them. Pat made a couple of them joints. Like that one to Marshawn Lattimore was egregious. Like, what are you doing?
Man, yo, this is how pitiful this shit is. I was in my crib like I won the Super Bowl when Marshawn fucking intercepted that ball. I'm looking at dead in his face, TV to TV, like, nigga, this is what I was looking for, dog. This is I couldn't believe he did it. I was in shock, bro. And it looked beautiful. I'm like, we got a small glimpse of Marshawn from New Orleans. A small glimpse. I don't know how long we'll get it, but goddamn, it felt good for those 30 seconds, dog. It really did.
Yeah, but let's just move on. I wanted to ask this the other day, and I kind of regret that I didn't because I was kind of feeling this, but I forgot to ask it. Do you think Terry was rushed back? Even though he had a phenomenal game, that motherfucker be making them catches, man. Like, you just put it up, he comes down. He's going to get his feet in. It was one time he didn't against us, but was questionable a couple years ago.
He got that fucking catch. That was a Sam Howell. I don't know exactly, but don't get me started on that shit. That was a fucking catch, and you know it. You know
it. Yeah. But do you feel like he was rushed back? Not him, maybe not rushed back by the team, but himself thinking he needed to get out there because it looks like he re-aggravated his injury. Was probably gonna keep him out another 3-4 weeks. So, what's your thoughts on that?
I told you last week that if he don't play in the KC game, they might shut him down for the year, right? And I know that video got a lot of traffic, and I'm very happy about that. And I know a lot of people were very upset with what we were saying. But now you look at him re-injuring it, and it's like, well, damn, was I far off? Was he? I think that he came back at about 90%. But you looking at a dude that's a locomotive. Like, he's running and starting and stopping at absolute full speed. He's putting his body and contorting his body in ways that you need to be running on absolute full cylinder. There is no 80, 90% with a dude like Terry. He has to be absolutely running on full cylinder. And it's weird that he got hurt damn near on the same kind of play that he got hurt with against the Raiders, diving and kind of leaning into it. I wonder if in diving, did he kind of tweak something, stretch something? Was it the landing? Who knows, man? I don't know if he was rushed back. I don't want to say he was rushed back. I just think that this is our year this year, bro. Like last year, it was just like the ball bounced our way. Last year, we were just coming back. It was just like this magical season. Every team has their story throughout the season. And this year, for some reason, Terry, Debo, and Jayden have been on the field a total of 2 games together in total. We have not seen Noah Brown, who was supposed to be a huge part of our offense all year. He's not played 1 game. You look at and trace back when we were talking in May about, is Terry going to sign? When is Terry going to sign? That was a cloud over our head. They never got to get that continuity properly in training camp. So it's just been this domino effect that's just kept happening. And now it's leaked into the year, and it's leaked deep into the year now. And this may just be is what it is, man. I don't want to say that they rushed him back. He was out damn near 4 games. They gave it a shot. He got hurt again, and they may have to shut him down. They're saying it's not as bad as they think. He may only be out for a week, but I'm on eggshells every time he runs a route. You know what I mean? Because you never know now. Then he may need all year to really recover from that quad injury, man. But the dude is special. You see what he is on our offense. It's a damn shame we can't see our offense at full strength. But that's the NFL, man. Just to answer your question, though, no, I don't think they rushed him back. I think that's just terrible fucking circumstances and misfortune, and it just is what it is, man. It sucks, but it is what it is.
How do you feel about the fan base turning on Terry? Because I'm on Twitter, I'm on sites, I see it. It seems like a lot of people are trying to blame him. Like, oh, you shouldn't have held out. Oh, you ain't get hurt for 6 years. So if you'd have just been training and working with the team, this wouldn't have happened. What's your thoughts on that?
That's what happens when you have 30 years of absolute hell and you get a smell of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get fans that just don't know how to, they overreact. Their emotions are just all over the place. And Twitter's a place where you can just say the dumbest shit, and they do. You know what I mean? And it's sad because, okay, yeah, when they're in contract negotiations, it's tough. You want your man out there. You want to win, but are you really thinking about the man? Or are you thinking about your selfish yearn to want to win something so that you can brag to other motherfuckers on Twitter? Let's just keep it real. You're dehumanizing people when you start doing that. Terry's the last person that wanted to get hurt this year, right? Now, am I upset? Let me say this from a fan's perspective, my fan's perspective. Am I mad at the holdout? Am I mad at how it went down? Yeah, but I'm mad at Adam Peters and I'm mad at Terry for how that went down, because I thought that could have been handled way different. Things could have been said and kind of discussed behind closed doors. I'm also mad at Terry's agent because I think he had a lot to do with that bullshit as well. I'm not just pointing fingers at Terry and blaming Terry for this season. Was his absence in training camp, did it affect us? Without question. I think that shows more than ever now. Did it affect him physically? We don't know, because Terry always is in optimum shape. Could it have? We don't know. But it's not fair to blame that dude, because he was the only thing for this franchise for a very long time, and fans should appreciate that shit. And he deserves to be in a winning circumstance, just like we deserve to watch winning football. And but that's some of them corny ass fans. But I think the majority of people, when I've been at the stadium, and I've been there a few times this year, anytime he touches the field or he catches the ball, the whole goddamn stadium is screaming Terry. You know what I mean? So I just think it's those loud, select few of people on the internet. And I'm not saying to select like it's 2 or 3, it's hundreds of them. But I think that's just small in the grand scheme of things. I think the real ones know and appreciate Terry for what he is, man. But it is frustrating. It's frustrating, man.
Right. Yeah, I want to read this comment by DRZ Motorsport. He put, "What up, fellas? Go Birds. Adam Peters needs to peel back the veil and make a move for a receiver. Get JD5 and Ertz some help." What's your thoughts?
Appreciate you, DRZ Motorsport. Salute to you, my brother. Not this year, man. Do that. I'd rather see that in the draft or see that in free agency. When you look at our draft capital, we don't have much. We gave up not 2 first-round picks. We gave up 2 draft picks for Laramie Tunsil. We're still going to pay for that Marshawn Lattimore trade next year. So we still got hold. I think we got 5 draft picks next year as well. So that's decent, but I don't want to go anywhere lower than that. If anything, I want to try to get 1 or 2 more. So before the trade deadline, I definitely don't think we should be buyers in that. The season may be what the season is. You know what I mean? We've seen Jayden heighten the bar for players like Olamide Zaccheaus, for De'Ami Brown, and other receivers like that. So and he's got continuity with the receivers that he has on the roster right now, because Terry and Noah haven't been on the field all year. So he has continuity with some of these receivers. They just got to step up, man. And our receiving core is what it is until the end of the season, bro. I don't want to use draft capital for Brian Thomas Jr. As sexy as it sounds and as exciting as it may seem. I'm trying to think about long-term, man. We got a lot of old heads on the roster that we're going to get rid of next year. We need to kind of fill those gaps with young talent. We can't do that trading all the time. This ain't the year to trade, in my opinion. But appreciate you, bro.
I was definitely thinking the other night when I was watching the game, I'm like, it's too many people getting injured on that team.
Oh my God.
Is it time to look into the strength and conditioning program and what you guys are doing in the offseason? Do you feel that? Because I've never seen that happen where you lost. I mean, the guys are coming back, but Kinlaw, Tunsil, Terry re-injured. Like, what's going on, man? Is it time to look at what's going on?
Nope, because it's top tier. It's been top tier for a while. They brought people in, and the grades that the players gave them, the grades that the NFL gave them were top tier, man. I swear. Wow. I know we're all just trying to find answers, bro. Even we're just trying to find answers to this weird ass, why is this happening? And I just think, man, teams go through this. When you look at Washington, even last year and even years prior, but we haven't been very successful. When can you ever say the reason why we suck was because of injuries, bro? It ain't really happened. So we were almost due for one of these years, because it happens to every NFL team. It's never happened to us within recent memory. And here we are, man. Here we are, bro. Now, if this is a consistent thing, 2-3 years, without question, I'm questioning it. But they've booked up too many good years. And the people that they kept from prior regimes have put in too many good years for me to go ahead and blame them for this one crazy year that we having right now.
Right. I'm gonna read this another comment. And I'm gonna ask another question. Our fan base does the same shit with Hurts. Take the good with the bad. They complain when he has a 100-yard game, calling for McKee to start. Then they go crazy when he runs. Yeah. I was just talking about that. A couple of shows ago, how they was asking for McKee. I thought it was borderline racist. You know what I mean? The way they was doing that shit. But you know what I mean? I already been at my opinion on that shit on the video that I did on this channel. But yeah, that's how I go. Take the good with the bad, like you said. But I want to kind of go here because I want to kind of challenge you on this with AP. his roster construction. Now, you guys went to the NFC Championship last year, and he got rid of a few draft picks, and I think he did good with Tunsil, and a few other players. But did that kind of give you a false sense of we were 1 or 2 pieces away, rather than continuing to build, through the draft, and bringing more, younger? Because I keep hearing you guys say we need younger, faster. Well, you had an opportunity to at least start through the draft. So are you still standing on the AP did a great job with the roster, or did he make obviously a few mistakes that's hurting you guys?
I think it's a little bit of both. I'm not on the sense that he built. I don't agree with the notion that we went to the NFC Championship last year. He pushed all the chips in on the table to win one this year. And I'm going to tell you why. When we look at our 2026 cap, we're third in the NFL. When you look at our current cap space, I think we're second or third in the NFL. He didn't go out here and give huge contracts to these players that he brought in. He's trying to supplement so that he can build through the draft. Unfortunately, and very soon we're going to have to stop blaming Ron Rivera, because these are no longer Ron Rivera's players that are on this roster. These are Adam Peters and Dan Quinn's players that are currently on this roster. But when you look at he's in year 2, and he had to take over a roster that he overturned by 100%. He basically inherited no first-round draft picks, no second-round draft picks to help him build the foundation for this roster. So he has to do it. Okay, he's bringing in older talent, one-year players and things like that, so that he can bring players in now, but supplement them through the draft. Hopefully free agency brings a better crop of talent. If you remember last year, free agent crop wasn't the best at some of the premier positions that we needed. Edge rusher didn't have a huge crop of free agents coming out. Wide receivers didn't have a huge crop of wide receivers. Tight ends, these little things that we could have possibly put some money towards. There wasn't an influx of talent really coming out in free agency, and then we didn't have many draft picks. What I will give him criticism on, and this is what it is. It's hindsight 2020, because I like the move when he made it, but it didn't work out. Marshawn Lattimore trade. That's going to end up hurting us in the end. You know what I mean? That Marshawn Lattimore trade is going to end up hurting us. Another piece that I'll give him criticism on is not properly backloading the linebacker position with younger talent. Because when you look at Bobby Wagner, as great as he is, as much of a tackling machine as he is a terrible liability when it comes to pass protection. And we brought in our young stud, and I've talked about him a few times, Jordan McGee, 5th-round pick out of Temple, and you start to see the speed immediately when he's on the field. Now, granted, he's making some mistakes. He's not as savvy and as tight and winded as one Bobby Wagner, but he's way more athletic, way more faster right now, way more explosive. We also have a beast at safety by the name of Tyler Owens that was just sitting on the practice squad, killing it in special teams, but never seeing the field. Started putting him on the field some more to put more speed on the field, because we have a young influx of speed and talent. They're not getting them on the field. You know what I mean? So I think that I like the way Adam Peters is going right now. Do I like all of his moves? No. I question the 2nd-round pick and Ben Sennett right now. That ain't panning out. I question maybe some of the draft picks. Let me think of another draft pick that I question. I'm still kind of looking at the Johnny Newton. I like Johnny Newton a lot, but he's not what we thought he was going to be coming out of Illinois. You know what I mean? And I think that we should have did a little more at safety, because I'm not settled in on Quan Martin. I think he has his hot and his cold, but when he's cold, he's ice cold. And right now, I think he's more on that ice cold. So it's a little bit of both, man. But I'm also going to be patient with the dude. This is year 2. It's his 2nd year in being a GM. I'm not trying to rush him out of there right away. We did something no one thought we were going to do last year and get into the NFC Championship. We got a good, solid, young core foundation. I think our left tackle's installed. I think our quarterback's installed clearly. I think we got a nice piece at cornerback with Trey Amos. I think we got a nice piece at slot corner with Mikey. I think we got some good defensive pieces. So, yeah, we need some more pieces. This roster is not 100% complete, but I'm going to wait till year 3, year 4 at least before I be like, yeah, you know what? Adam Peters ain't like that. Or you know what? He one of the best GMs in the NFL. I'm just sitting back and watching right now. But I got good and got bad, man. It is what it is.
How long you think they're going to give him?
I think they'll be patient.
Yeah,
I think they'll be patient. I don't think that we're sitting here with an organization that's impatient and hot-headed. I think we have an owner that picked the GM for a reason, understanding what the GM was walking into. And I think they got a plan, man. I think when you win 12 games, and let's say this season's not going the way we want it to go, right? But I think we're going to get a mulligan this year just based off of injuries alone. Year 3, year 4, I think there'll be a higher microscope on it, clearly because, okay, this dude went through the NFC Championship year 1. We need to be hitting playoffs, 10, 11, 12 wins, threatening AFC Championship, NFC Championship championship, Super Bowl wins now. Like now we got to get that going. So I say 4 or 5 years. And if we continue to do, if we come out somehow, some way and win 9, 10 games, but don't go to the playoffs, I think in the owner's eyes and the GM's eyes and front office eyes, with all the shit we went through, that's a successful year. So then you start stacking years on that, man. This dude could be around for a very long time. He could be around 5, 6 years. We'll see. But I see at least 5 or 6 years. I really do. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, you gotta give him time. You definitely gotta give him time to definitely you have to give him time. I'll move on to the Seahawks. Before I do, though, got one more. Akeem Talib again said Jayden Daniels in a sophomore slump. What's your thoughts on that?
There's a reason why nobody listens to that motherfucker talk, because he don't know what he's talking about. And it sucks because he played in the NFL. I hate to say a motherfucker don't know what he's talking about, but he played in the NFL. Listen, he's getting injured. It sucks, right? But when I look at his games, and I'm looking at make sure I'm looking at the right year, the 2025 season right now, he's 61 completion percentage. He has 1,031 yards, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception, a 97.7 passer rating. Against the Giants, he had 233 yards, 1 touchdown, 98 passer rating. His Packers game was his worst game. 57% pass percentage, completion percentage, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 85% quarterback rating. That was his worst game. Chargers, 100% quarterback rating. Bears, 119. Cowboys, 92. He played half of the game in the Cowboys game. He had 156 yards. He had 1 touchdown pass and another rushing. Bears game, he had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Does this sound like a kid that's having a sophomore slump to you? This don't sound like a dude having a sophomore slump to me. This don't sound like a dude that's having a bad year to me. But when you aren't out there lighting up the league the way he was last year, when it doesn't look as flamboyant and as loud, then you got weirdos that's trying to get views that could come here and say he's having a sophomore slump. The only thing I'm disappointed about with Jayden is that he's not on a damn field. Because if he was on the field, I think he'd be doing exactly what he's doing. I think we would see the same amount of production and the same magic that we seen last year. The kid is special, man. The kid is doing his thing, and he deserves to be under a microscope now, because I think he is within the top pantheon of quarterbacks. So with that kind of power comes responsibility, it comes with criticism. So people can dissect every game because he is that type of caliber quarterback. I have no problem with that. But to say he's having a sophomore slump, nigga, you drawing. No, he ain't having no sophomore slump. He's got to get back on the field, bro. But that's just the year that we're having, man. But no, I don't think he's having a sophomore slump.
And it's like, again, the year was so magical last year that anything slightly less of that, people are going to say that.
Oh, without question.
Yeah, I'm going to go with DRZ. Hold on one time before I move on. Let me pull him up. Right. It says Washington's ownership has to be patient with Peters. Last year was lightning in a bottle. Take away the Bears and pick a game y'all might have fell short. JD is elite, just needs pieces. I agree with that. Before I let you, so many things fail your way, as it does when teams reach that high of a plateau. At the end there, y'all was fighting for playoff position. If you don't remember, you had to beat Atlanta. You had to beat a few other teams. You know what I mean? But he needs peace like anybody else. I know the Washington fan base thinks he's Jesus Christ reincarnated. Everybody,
he's Jesus to me, goddamn it. I seen him at work for real. He's Jesus to me.
but everybody needs weapons. They try to shit on Jalen Hurts like everybody need him, bro. Name me a quarterback that don't have him. And only if it is, he's fucking an anomaly, like a Patrick Mahomes or something like that, or but other than that, any team that's won something is going to have weapons. You guys got weapons, which I don't think Debo's doing much as of late. Maybe he's injured. He looked good early on.
He's injured
right now. I don't know if it's like predictability, what's going on with the offense, play calling, but it looks a little different now. But what's your thoughts on what DRZ Motorsport said?
Agree 1,000%. I mean, let's just keep it real. And I'm not apologizing for it, but we got lucky in some of these games last year. The ball fell our way. And this is a fan base who's never seen the ball fall our way. We ain't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? And the ball fell our way so much that we got into the playoffs. We got hot. And when you get into the playoffs and you hot, anything can happen. And no team wanted to see us last year in the playoffs because we were hot until we came up against a better team that was more motivated. And you've seen what happened. You know what I mean? We weren't the most talented team last year. We beat teams last year that were way more talented than us. We played every team in the playoffs. Every roster on the field were better than we were. We just had one of those years, and it was. Hey, I'm not going to apologize for it. This year's a little different. You know what I mean? The lights are a little brighter, and not to say that we're shrinking under the lights, because I think we're playing some good football. We're just not finishing and winning the game. On top of the fact that we're injured, man, it is what it is. Yeah, I think Jayden needs another tight end. Zach Ertz is good, but I think he's damn near at the end of his rope. I think we need another wide receiver. You know what I mean? We've seen what happened with our wide receiver core this year. We can't rely on Noah. We need another wide receiver. And then that defense needs to get its shit together. We need some safety help. We need some linebacker help. We need some DN help. So, yeah, we have holes in this roster, and we can't expect it to be filled within 2 years. But some of the fan base, I mean, they act like we've been winning championships like the Patriots, and all of a sudden they have this standard that we have to fucking stand by, and we're not living by the standard. Dog, we 3-5. 3 years ago, we'd have died to be 3-5. Just relax. Let this team go ahead and do what they do. And if we take our lumps and don't make it to the playoffs this year, I think we have good pieces in place to make some runs in the next few. So let's just chill out for a little bit. It sucks every Sunday, but hey, man, we got something good, man. We just gotta be patient, man. But JD's the lead. I believe it too.
I want to before I get to the Seahawks, this is the last one. So RG3 he put out a Twitter post. I'm not sure if you've seen it last week. He said, and people kind of overlook this. He said he felt like Jayden should sit out for 4 to 6 weeks. I don't know if you see that.
I didn't.
He put it up. I wish I could pull it up right now, but I know for a fact that he said it because I listened to it out of my own mouth. Yeah. He said he'd take time off, take 4 to 6 weeks. What do you make of that?
I think he should mind his damn business. And if Jayden is ready to play. Well, why would he sit out 4 to 6 for fucking what? For rest and relaxation to make sure his bones are held up? Nigga, this is football. People are bruised up. People are fucked up. If he has no major injuries, if he has no threat of a hamstring tear, if he has no threat of tearing his ACL in half on his knee, then what are you talking about? He's taking the knee brace off. His knee is damn near back at 100%. He said when he was running, he felt like it was cramping. They called it a strain. He could have went back in the game. He could have played last week. They've been tiptoeing and putting this dude on feathers as much as they possibly can. RG3, and this is just my opinion, but feel like I'm right on this. He always tries to find a way to sneak his way into a Washington conversation to make himself relevant when we don't even like him no more. You always try to find a way. People do a lot of comparisons between Jayden and RG3, and I think deep down inside, I think RG3 likes that shit because anytime it's up, he has something to say about the shit. Whether it's like, oh no, don't bring me up, and all, you just want attention, dog. That's the type of dude you are. So I'm going ahead and pack RG3's ass up, man. I don't even consider him a Washington Redskin no more, man. You a Braven, bro. Pack your ass up. I'm good.
Oh man,
for a while, bro.
Nah, not RG.
I've been good. I've been good on him ever since he came to that Dallas Washington game in a Dallas I don't know if it was a Dallas Cowboy hat, but he was in Dallas with a cowboy hat on. Go ahead and pack his ass up. I'm good on him. I'm good on RG3.
Right about that. Let's move on to the Seahawks, man. This is a tough game. And I hear the thing about people saying, oh, they're going across country, but they're coming off a bye week. That's not going to affect them because they're going to be rested, right? Number one rushing defense. Number one receiver. Just a good team. I haven't seen them play yet. I'm just going off what the things that I'm seeing online or whatever the case may be. So is there a path to victory? And then with Terry being out again, it's like, oh my God. Like who's going to, and I even heard your guy, the coordinator, his name is slipping my mind right now, Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Saying he really don't know who's going to be a deep threat. Like he's like,
he's keeping it a buck.
Yeah. I'm like, well, goddamn, nigga, you don't say it though. You know what I mean? Yeah. So is this a team? Is this a team going 3-6? Or is this a team that's going to try to climb his way back in, beating Seattle at home in the Super Bowl era uniform, which everybody in Washington think that's going to get y'all a W, just the uniforms. But
that's that corny Twitter shit, bro. I'm telling you, these niggas is weird, bro. Niggas is weird.
I'm like, yeah, niggas is weird. But I mean, like you said, when you ain't won something in so long, you gotta look for something, some type of hope. So I get how that goes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But because remember, the Washington was Philadelphia before Philadelphia is what Philadelphia is now.
Yep.
3 Super Bowls. You know what I mean? The Hogs, the whole tradition. So they got a tradition. It's just been a long time.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that though, man? What do you think about the Seattle Seahawks coming into town, man? best road team, best run defense. How do you get a win out of this game? What do you do?
It's a must-win game. It's a must-win game. We cannot drop another game in the NFC. We cannot drop another game, period. You know what I mean? Because if we drop this game with 3-6, we got a very tough game next week going to 3-7, and then that's another NFC loss. And I'm not chalking it up automatically as a loss. I'm just kind of looking and predicting the future. If we're screwed, playoffs are done and the season's done, and you start asking yourself some real questions, but I'm not trying to even talk about right now. That being said, if we had Terry on the field this week with Jayden, I'm like, let's go. Let's work. Let's go. Let's fucking Terry showed me all I needed to see last week. I talked about what I needed to see from him on Monday before the game. I saw it. I'm like, let's go. But he's not there. And without him there, that changes the defensive philosophy up. That changes the offensive philosophy up completely. On top of the fact that we still don't have Noah Brown, who's a damn waste of space, because even at least if he was there, he provides some type of deep threat as well. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough game. Our defense is going to have to come out. And if we can play the style of football we played in the first half against KC for 4 quarters against Seattle, we have a great opportunity to get Sam Darnold to give us a few and possibly give us a couple extra possessions. And that ain't Marcus Mariota behind center this time. That's Jayden. And hopefully he can convert some more of those and we can get some points and we can gut out a gritty win. I'm not sleeping on Seattle. I hear the stats. I see the talent. I'm not buying it all the way, but that don't mean they can't come in there and whip our ass. You know what I mean? Because we are damn sure not at 100%. We're not clicking on all cylinders. And if we let this team come in, they will come in there and beat us. They're well coached. Their wide receiver's an absolute monster. I'm praying for whoever's fucking covering him. You know what I mean? Because that's not going to be easy when Jackson Smith and Jigba is a goddamn problem. And we'll see what happens, man. It's a must-win game. I expect to win it. I expected to win the last 3, and we didn't. So we'll see what happens. You asked a path to victory. We got to get after Darnold. I think the path to victory lies on defense, man. We got to get after Darnold. We got to give him to give us a few, get Jayden some short fields. If we can get a special team score, if we can get a defensive score, I think that would help immensely. Somehow, some way, we got to pull out a win. And offensively, we just got to take advantage of the opportunities, something we didn't do last week against a Super Bowl team. You got to take advantage of opportunities. The defense gives you turnovers, convert them shits into points. You get the ball at the 40-yard line from a good return, convert them shits into points. You get a short field, convert it into points. We have no time to fuck around this game. Got to get the run game back going. And Laramie Tunsil is leaning towards playing, but if he doesn't, I like the way Brandon Coleman came in relief. So I think we can manage the ship offensively as far as the line is concerned to kind of combat. They got the best runs offense in the league, but we have dynamic ways to run and we have multiple ways to run. We got to get back to that cliff. So I think he fell off of that a little bit. And it has to be a gritty game because we don't have somebody that could blow the top off of the defense when it comes to the wide receiver. So it's got to be a gritty game, a lot of ball control, a lot of, you know what I mean, moving the chains, and we can need a couple turnovers on defense. We can do this, man.
Yeah, and I think, really your only path to really going to the playoffs is through the division, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Meaning you will have to catch us, which we got 2 tough games. We got the Packers and we got the Lions coming up. Yeah. So let's just say let's say if we lose those and y'all win the next 2, you're right back in the driver's seat because all you have to do is you got to beat us twice probably at that point. Maybe definitely take care of Dallas and the Giants, and maybe even beat us once, depending on the rest of our schedule. You know what I'm saying? If we happen to win those 2 games, it's probably over. But it's still early. I mean, you gotta string some wins together. They got to start this week.
I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
If y'all win these 2 games, and let's say y'all win a division, there's still a pathway for us to get into the wild card because the teams that we lost against that pissed me off, they're so bad. Atlanta's not a good football team. Chicago is not a good football team, bro. They're not good. So, okay, let's say, for example, they start losing and we have a better record than them and we don't tie, God forbid. Okay, then we can get in over them. Seattle's looking like a good team, but if we beat them, now we hold a tiebreaker over them. We just got to win.
Yeah.
We got to win. Yeah. We got to try to get to 10 games. We can get to 10 games, but we got a shot, whether we win the division or not. But we got to win this one. If we don't win this one, I think it's over.
It's over. It's over. Yeah, this was it.
I think
I don't see you beating the Lions. I just don't see a way, especially without Terry.
Yeah, bro.
Unless the defense just turned into some old fucking Baltimore Ravens 2001.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, Yeah, so this is a must win. DRZ's Motorsport. Lattimore is going to be crucified if he has to cover. Yeah, this type of receiver that'll give Lattimore problems. Small, shifty. He'll get left. Yeah. And I'm not saying most guys are gonna get left, but he'll definitely get left. Even that he was guarding. Even with Kansas City, not to take nothing away from Lattimore, he did play well. They don't have the best route running receivers, Kansas City. If you really think about
our secondary played great against them.
Right.
But they don't have receivers that's going to route you up and get open in space. Mahomes got all his points. I mean, got all his big plays from, improvising and playing backyard football and killing us playing backyard ball. You know what I mean? We locked down the receivers for the most part, but Kansas City's receivers ain't Seattle receivers.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's different. That's that motherfucker's a musician, man. Going back to Pat Mahomes. I'm glad we got him like we did. Because he'll piss you the fuck off with his shit. Like, how the fuck did he just do that bullshit?
Some of the big plays, I swear we were gonna sack him. I swear we were right there. I swear. And he kind of gave a look and boot. And I'm like, yo, me and Jaylen were talking. He was like, yo, how the hell is Travis Kelce not an eligible receiver? I said, because he made himself eligible. He was just blocking. They started playing backyard ball. He leaked out and they threw a ball. Like, that's KC, bruh. That's why you got to take advantage of your opportunities. That should have been a play that was getting him to go down by 3, not up by 7. We should have had a cushion on him, but we didn't take advantage.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Honestly, I don't think KC is that good, but they're gonna beat everybody. Most of the teams, they're gonna find a way to beat them because that game showed me they ain't really that good and they can be had. That's what that game definitely showed me. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel the same way about this game with the Seahawks. I think it's gonna have to be on the defense to cause a turnover or two, limit possessions. You're going to try to have to get a running game, which I think it's going to be very hard to do against this defense, to be honest with you. And Jayden's going to have to be magical. I don't know who you're going to throw to, but Debo got to return back to those first couple week form. And I don't know why they keep doing all this horizontal shit all the time. They got to start going down the field more. That horizontal, I think defense is on that shit, man, now.
It's killing me. Throw the brother a slant. You know what I mean?
Right.
Throw him a curl. You know what I mean? There's ways that you can get him a nice short completion, but in space, and you can have it going north and not east. Like, it's pissing me off. And then I don't think his heel's all the way healed. So you talking to have a dude running with a bum wheel, and you got him trying to run horizontally. It's just not working, bro. But that's Cliff. There's a piece to blame for everybody right now, and why we're not doing what we're doing. Everybody.
So from the locker room, how you think? You think Dan's gonna have these guys ready to win this game?
Yeah, without question. They're ready to play. They've been putting together great practices. The morale is good, man. They know they're a better team than what they're putting on tape. But the question is, do we have enough talent going on that field to win a game against a good fucking team?
That's real.
I mean, we have to start having that conversation. Injuries. We have a safety out for the year. We have 3 defensive ends out for the year. We have a wide receiver that hasn't been playing the entire year. We have our stud wide receiver who's been in and out of the lineup. We have our quarterback who's been in and out of the lineup. Bro, who's winning any game with that shit? On top of the fact that who we're going out there against, they're a more talented team than we are. So if the ball doesn't bounce our way and everything goes evenly, they should win this game because they're more talented. It is what it is. Right now, they're more talented. So we're going to have to play a gritty game, had a ball bounce our way, and that's where culture comes into play. I do think we got a better culture than they do, so that shit's gonna have to show. We're gonna have to pull one out, but they're more talented than we are.
I'm gonna tell you, they pretty cocky too. I heard this one guy talking Seattle. He was like, Mike McDonald sending these different blitzes, and everybody can blitz, and I think we'll probably have like 4 sacks, but none of them will be from the. I'm like, damn, they pretty motherfucker. They act like they about to go to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, they talking heavy.
They
talking heavy. But I ain't mad if they playing good. Hey, talk your shit. You better back it up. Definitely. But I can't talk my shit. I'm like, you better back it up. But who they gonna back it up against? Chris fucking Moore? Who we backing it up against?
Robbie Chosen.
Yeah, Robbie Chosen and shit. Like, who we backing it up against? It's crazy.
Nah, but yeah, man. The show is definitely dedicated to Washington today because I mean y'all in a dire state. It ain't much to talk about the Eagles. It's
y'all got a bye this week.
You know, one thing I do want to talk about is the Eagles supposedly trying to go after Myles Garrett and giving him 3 first-round picks. Is that something you would do?
Okay. If I wouldn't do it for Washington this year, but if I was the Eagles and I can win back-to-back Super Bowls and it was something that I can do, I'm figuring out the rest of the shit later. What are we talking about? Okay, I'm giving Cleveland a 32nd pick next year.
Right.
And if everything moves right, hopefully a 29, 30, 31, 32 pick the next two. So you're goddamn right I'd do it. If I was the Eagles and they were taking it, here you go. Because Myles Garrett puts me in the fast lane to go right back to the Super Bowl in the NFC. So yes, I would do it. I would. Fuck yeah.
It's like you got him, Jaylen. Who are you gonna double team? It's probably gonna be Myles. And you're gonna have
that might not work either.
Yeah. It might not work. It was guys running through it. Darren Don just go through triple team sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
So you got him, and I don't think the Browns would do it.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that if I was Howie, I'm definitely doing it. You know, it's about getting Super Bowls. The capture, you can handle him to that shit later.
Yeah.
It's about getting ring. He had like 5 sacks and they fucking lost.
Bro. And you think he wasn't double teamed them times? You think the motherfucker say, you know what, we just gonna let him sit out here by himself. Yeah, all right.
Please. I know he abuses us every time we do like the little not the games, but like the little scrimmages with him.
Yeah.
Nobody can handle him. Nobody, bro. Like he eats Jordan Mailata's lunch.
Ain't that many people that can handle him in the league. He's that special, bro.
Right.
Like,
but with that being said, I don't think it's happening.
Why?
Because I don't think Cleveland's gonna do it.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like, I think if Cleveland would do it, how we would put it together and get it done. That the reports coming out, that I think is definitely true. Or him be willing to do that, he's gonna give something similar up for Micah Parsons. Yeah. But I think Garrett is better than Micah Parsons.
I do too,
in my opinion. So yeah, we shall see. But it's a bye week for us. We get to sit back and hate watch this week. Hopefully, get to watch the demise of Washington this week. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have I got a couple of those Super Bowl white jerseys. I have mine on, and hopefully I'm not sitting on the couch miserable. But I'm riding with my team, man. So
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, like you said, you got the quarterback. Yeah, that's got to build around and do a better job of building. You know, next year, I give him. I think. Why would y'all go deeper? Y'all could have had Metcalf, man. You could have had Metcalf.
Let me ask you this though: if we signed Metcalf, got a 4-year, $100-something million deal, what do you think Terry goes if we give Metcalf that? Now, if we sign them both to that, I'm not mad because clearly we see teams. We seen the Lions give Aiden Hutchinson, and did you see that deal? They got a steal for that, bro.
Yeah.
They got a steal for that, but they got so many talented players. I mean, look at y'all. Look at Detroit. There's so many good teams that got good players signed contracts. It's a world where that could happen. I don't know if I don't know, man. They signed him to a 1-year deal. I think that Adam Peters genuinely wants to build through the draft, but he's also trying to put out competitive football teams at the same time. So you see these 1-year deals. I think you start seeing a little more than that this year.
San Francisco motherfuckers
and UCLA.
Yeah,
get out of there.
Like I get it because you know him. It was on your team, but God, you ain't got to sign every motherfucker that ever came through there,
right?
And that don't have a team right now, or you know. But it'll take them some time, man. It's gonna take some time. Even with the Eagles, think about it. It took years and years to build. It looks like now that it's quick, but it takes years, you know, to build a roster. You know, maybe 5 good years to build that type of a roster. And you had some old players that I think probably should have let go, but didn't. Like Bobby Wagner, probably should have let him go.
Yep.
I think he was on Worthy for a play. I don't know if you've seen that play. I'm sure you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to cover Worthy.
Yeah.
Like in what world does that happen?
Say that again. Bobby Wagner on Xavier Worthy. Okay.
I think he missed or something. Something happened where he missed. He was open. I don't know, but he had him beat. Maybe Mahomes didn't throw it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, a great show though, man. We shall see what goes down. The Cowboys play who this week?
I was going to ask you that. I don't know who the Cowboys or the Giants play this week. Let me look at the NFL schedule real quick.
Cowboys fucking choked. I mean, they suck, man.
They suck, bro. And they thought they were doing something because they beat Chris Moore and Robbie Chosen a week before, and they was talking heavy shit. The shit was wild. They got the 49ers at 1 o'clock. They're probably gonna lose that shit.
Probably gonna lose it. They probably gonna lose that game.
And I'll be sitting there watching that with bells on. Let me see. The Giants might have a bye. I don't think the Giants. No, I'm tripping. The Giants got the 49ers.
Oh, okay.
So they're done. They're gonna lose. And the Cowboys have the Cardinals on Monday night.
Ooh, this would be a good one to watch.
That's gonna be a good one to watch too. They could drop that one too. I don't know where it's at, but they can drop that one too.
Yeah, for sure. So
that's in Dallas.
They got you on all these primetime games, man. God damn, but it's cool though. People want to see Jayden in the prime time.
We're playing exciting games. We're just not winning the shits.
Right.
You know
Let me get this last one real quick, and then we out of here. DRZ Sport, 3 first-round picks, my house and my family for Garrett. They ink that deal tomorrow. Just need to sign. Man, they ink that shit. I'm gonna be going crazy, bro.
Cleveland, but yo, if you were gonna do that shit, do it in the beginning of the year. Don't do this shit right now. I'll be hot. That's such a Cleveland fucking move, man. They better not.
They better, because look, if you figure if they do that, they have like them 7 first-round picks.
They ain't gonna do shit with them. They ain't gonna do nothing with them. They don't know what they doing over there, man. Keep that goddamn Myles Garrett, man. But I don't think he should have signed that joint, but he wanted the money, and now he
I'm glad he didn't go to Washington. I thought he was going to Washington for a minute. Goddamn it.
I'd have prayed to God. Now, if we'd have made that kind of move, I wouldn't have been mad at that. I don't care if we ain't had no draft picks this year. But then, okay, knowing our luck, he'd have got hurt and he'd have been sitting on the fucking sideline. So glad he didn't.
Yeah, but definitely, man. Yeah, great episode, man. We'll be back Monday talking about the week in the NFL. And I appreciate you, DRZ Motorsports. He says good luck to the Commanders this weekend. You know what I mean? And definitely. Yep. We'll be out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Peace out.